one's good. What's up guys, DIY Salvage Guy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're going to be getting those seatbelts installed in the 2012 Audi S5 convertible. We sent them out and we got them repaired and now they're back to us. So we're going to put them back into the vehicle, get the interior button back up except for on the driver's side because we still need to deal with that quarter panel issue and I don't know if we need to get in there or not. So we're going to deal with that in today's episode. We're also going to go over the seat and make sure that we polish that up a little bit because the condition of it is not the greatest as of now. So if you guys are new here, I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully you guys will consider smashing that subscribe button, smash that like button as well, and also comment down below. Interact with me guys. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff, about this build, about this car, about my channel. I always want to know the feedback because that's how I improve, from comments from you guys. All my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you guys so much for being here and continuing to support me. Also, make sure you guys have your post notifications on if you don't, and also make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram. I got a link right down here. That way you guys stay up to date on the build and everything else that goes on this channel. So let's hop right into this right now. So we just got our seat belts back from Safety Restore. We had sent them out, I found them on eBay. So I sent them out to them to get repaired and everything, and hopefully all these internals are good and they are back to normal. Looks like it is. So we're gonna have to get these installed. So this one, at least it moves again. We'll cut off this little zip tie. Actually, let's read these instructions before we do anything. Definitely happy that I read these over. It says to make sure that you bolt it in before you cut the zip tie off. So I'm going to do that. So at least the seatbelt moves right now, so I know that they did what they were supposed to do. So I'm going to bolt this in, and apparently they only release at certain angles. So I'll bolt this in and then I will make sure that all of the mechanisms and everything work on it. So first thing we're going to do is make sure that the battery is disconnected while the ignition is switched on. I guess you do that for all the pyrotechnics, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to get to installing these seat belts. So we'll start with the passenger side. We'll get this in and then we'll move over to the driver's side. We got that clip back in. There's a little spot for the seatbelt to slide in. We'll put that in, we'll slide it down. And then the last step is the bolt. Screw it in slightly, but you guys can tell that the seatbelt does work again. So, very happy with that. Didn't have to send anything more than sending it out to get it repaired. So. Safety Restore did a great job with it. Very happy. Let me get it done for the driver's side as well. Then after that, we're going to button everything up on the passenger side. Now we got both seat belts back in. Both of them are retracting the way that they're supposed to. I'll show you guys real quick. This one's good. So seatbelts are back. We're good with that. We have the new seat, so we just got to get the scan tool back, and then we will be able to put the seat back in, and then we will be able to get that SRS airbag light off as well. So now we are going to get the side trim panel back on over there, and we're going to button up the passenger side completely. So I think what I'm going to do is head over to the store. I'm going to take this seat out as well, and I'm going to basically just shampoo the carpets with some shampoo, scrub it in a little bit, because the car is definitely, it was sitting in the rain for a while, and I think that it still smells a little bit. So I'm going to shampoo, maybe get some of the smell out, then we'll throw some air fresheners in there as well, maybe some odor eliminator or some absorber, and try to get that smell out. So we got this carpet upholstery cleaner. It's got this little brush on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean out the inside of this vehicle. I'm going to take this front seat out as well. That way we can get full access to all of the carpet. Spray this in. Hopefully it'll take out some of the smell. Definitely there might be some smells in there that I'm not crazy about. So we'll get all that out, and we'll make this perfect. Alright, so slight change of plans. Can't actually get the seat out without removing a couple of components of it, and I don't really feel like doing all that. So I'm just going to basically vacuum and shampoo around the seat. Should be able to get a lot of it. It's really not too much that we can't get with it being in there. I just figured it'd be easier to take it out. So but we're going to do that now. We're just going to give it a nice little shampoo. Clean it up, let it soak in there a little bit. I'd rather have this soaking in there rather than any of the water that was sitting in there for a while. I don't know how long it was sitting there at auction, so we'll get this going right now. So we're going to take this new seat, we're going to try to bring some life back to it. It's definitely not in the greatest condition, but I guess it's in better condition than the one that we had, since the one that we had is ripped to pieces. A little unfortunate, but so we need to clean this up. So I'm going to take a rag with some leather conditioner. I'm going to wipe it all up. Then I'm going to hit it with the polisher, and I'm going to hit it with the red Chemical Guys pad. Very slow speed, just to go over it. I'm going to try to get the compound, the leather compound, in there as much as possible, and hope that I can get some of this luster back into the leather. Take our pad, spray it up a little bit. Then we're just going to go at this start on the lowest speed, and basically just see how it does. I can get this back to life. I don't want it cracking. Wiping up the excess right now. We want it to really seep in here, because I don't know how long this has been sitting, but it's definitely been sitting a while, and I don't want this leather to crack. So this might take a couple attempts over time in order to kind of bring the luster back, if we could even do it. So you can tell it's definitely a little bit cleaner, but I'm not certain that it's going to get any much better than this. This is what it is. We bought a used seat. It's not in horrible condition. It's not in great condition, but unfortunately that's what we have to use due to the fact that our seat is busted and no upholstery shops will actually do it. So we got the seat back in. I'm going to disconnect the battery. So put the ignition on because you got the airbag in there, disconnected the battery. So now I'm going to plug in the rest of these, including the airbag, and we'll get this back up. So we got it all plugged in. We're going to bolt it up and we'll connect everything, put the battery back, and we should be good. So we got the seat back in, functions, it's good, goes down. Moves, everything's functional on it. The only thing we're gonna have to take care of is we're gonna have to sew that up a little bit. I don't think there should be any issues because it'll just be a little tiny thread, but we'll have to look into that. That's gonna do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys got to see from start to finish from a previous episode with the seat belts being taken out, and also hopefully you guys know that you don't need to buy a new one. There's really good websites out there, good companies out there that repair these things, and the internals are pretty cheap. I sent mine out, I got them both repaired, shipped and everything for about $106. To me, that's phenomenal. If you want to get a new seatbelt from Audi or any dealer, you're going to be spending a good amount of money on that. So use your resources, use these companies that are out there to make your life easier. So I'll put a link down below. I'm not affiliated with them. They just did a great job and I'm really happy with them. So if you guys are new here, hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys consider subscribing down below. But most importantly, make sure you guys smash that like button, comment, let me know what you guys think about this stuff. And make sure that you guys are following me over on Instagram. That way you guys can see things that I post over there quicker than it makes its way over to YouTube. Also, make sure you guys have your post notifications on. That way you guys stay up to date on the build and everything else that goes on this channel. I hope that you guys will be inspired by this channel, will be inspired to just pick up a wrench, buy a car, do whatever you need to do. Just try to become a DIY salvage guy yourself.